Hello, namaste everybody. My name is Mohan Prasad Gautam. I'm permanently from Matsapuse Rural Municipality, 6th Vital. Well, very first, I'd like to welcome you all my dear student here in this virtual class, right? Okay, my dear student, I think you are learning or you have been learning a lot from the lesson that already I have given you, right? So, in my previous lesson, I taught you subject verb agreement very first. Then after another day, I taught you the exercises based on the lesson what I taught you, right? So hopefully you might have done everything, right? So today I continue. I'm going to continue the exercise. Sorry, I'm going to continue that rules, okay, to make you understand the rule from rule number 9. Got it? Okay, so just you can see here on the screen number 9. Okay, what is here? The plus nationality, right? The plus nationality or adjective, right? The plus nationality or adjective plus plural verb. Okay, so let's have a look the example under it. The Chinese are hardworking, right? Okay, the Chinese are hardworking. Now let's have a look. Okay, the Chinese, okay, the plus nationality, Chinese nationality. The Chinese are, okay, this is what? This is plural verb. The Chinese, okay, nationality, okay, the plus nationality, okay, agrees with what? Plural verb are. Okay, the Chinese are hardworking. Good. Okay, now next one, the Nepalese, the plus, okay, what I said to you, nationality, Nepalese, okay, the Nepalese have many problems, right? The plus nationality, okay, agrees with what? Plural verb had, okay, the Nepalese have many problems, got it? Well, my dear student, now next example sentence also look here on the screen. The is, okay, even here what is said here? Adjective, okay, adjective plus plural verb, right? The is, here is not only one is, okay, it means all the is people, right? So the is are not always happy. Got it? Okay, so here adjective plus what? Plural, plural verb, right? The rich are not always happy. Got it, my dear student? Okay, now let's look at number 10. Okay, my dear student, number 10, collective noun. Now you have to identify the collective noun. Always we use singular verb with collective nouns. Got it? So all the collective noun, okay, all the noun, if they come as a subject, okay, we have to use singular verb. Okay, so my dear student, so you will be more clear from example sentences as well. Okay, look it. The team has played well, which is collective noun. The team, okay, team is collective noun. Get it? So collective noun if comes as a subject, okay. So agrees with, okay, subject agrees with what? With what? Singular verb, right? Singular verb has. The team has played well. So here, the team, not only individual, you have all the team members, okay, at the same time, okay, they played well, right? So here, the team has played well, right? Now, look at the next one here. The heart of the sheep has been sold, and look at here next. The government has decided. The government has decided it. Get it? Okay. So class 10 is making a conclusion about their tour, right? And okay, so these all are what? The example sentence under, okay, collective noun agrees with generally what? Singular verb. Okay, yes, 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 and here what? Is. Got it? Okay, my dear student, now 11. A number of plus plural, right? P refers what? Plural. Plural subject plus plural verb, right? So you have to remember such okay formula. A number of a number of plus what? A number of plus plural subject with okay. So plural verb. So from example, a number of a number of plus plural subject. Okay, so here plural subject okay is what? Students. Okay, students. Then agrees with what? Agrees with what? Plural verb. Okay, so my dear student, okay, this is plural verb or this is plural subject. So a number of students are playing. Got it? So never forget a number of plus plural subject, plural verb. Okay, keep it in your mind. Okay, now look at the next one. A number of teachers, right? A number of teachers play soccer. Okay, soccer is what? Football, right? A number of teachers, right? A number of with what? Plural, plural subject. Then it agrees with what? Plural verb play, right? Play is what? Plural verb. Already I told you all the verb one are what? Plural verb, right? Agrees with plural verb. A number of teachers play soccer. Got it? Well, my dear student, now let's look at another okay instruction for you. Okay, have a look. The number of plus plural subject. Okay, plural subject, singular verb. Okay, notice here. Above one, a number of plus plural subject, plural verb. Here, okay, the number of plus plural subject, okay, plus singular verb. Okay, let's have a look. The example sentence. The number of the participants, the number of the participants was 10. Okay, so this is what the participant plural subject, right? Here is what the number of with plural subject. Okay, requires what verb? Requires always singular verb, as we have seen here in the instruction above, right? Now let's have a look another example as well. The number of okay the number of absentees is 5. Get it? Okay, here also what? The number of with what? Number of with what? Plural subject, as you have seen here. Okay, number of plus plural subject requires singular verb, as you have seen here. Okay, singular verb. Okay, the number of absentees is 5. Got it? Okay, now number 13. My dear student, look at number 13. Politics, economics, physics, mathematics, news, ethics, etc. There might be other as well. Generally, okay. These are what? These are okay, plural in form, but actually, okay, they are singular in meaning, right? So that generally they look like what? Plural because of their form, right? But actually in meaning what? They are singular subject, right? They're singular subject, right? Or even we can say let's say even uncountable as well, right? In that sense, today's news is very interesting. Okay, news, okay, you can see it. News look like what? It looks like the it looks like what? Plural, but actually the meaning is what? Singular, right? So singular subject, singular verb. Okay, so as you have seen here, plus singular verb. Okay, now let's have a look all more example sentences as well, my dear student. Okay, it is said that politics is a dirty game. Okay, now number 14. Okay, number 14. Scissors, swords, pens, okay, jeans, okay, and here's what? Tongs, trousers, pliers, binoculars, etc. Plus plural verb, right? Okay, so they are always what? Plural. They are always plural subject. Okay, plural subject agrees with what? Plural verb. Well, now example sentences. Let's have a look very fast. Okay, example sentences here. You can see here on the screen. Okay, the scissors are sharp. Okay, the scissors are sharp. and his swords are quite expensive. And look at the last sentence, what is given here. Okay, what is given here? Where are your trousers? Right? So let's study these three example sentences. Okay, subject is what? The scissors. Scissors subject, sword subject, and trouser subject here, right? So, as we have seen here, number 14, if these are, okay, if these are the subject, out of them is, okay, out of these all, if anyone is the subject, then such type of subject, okay, even though their Caesar is only one Caesar, but it has two pairs, right? Just like two pairs, it has two pairs, right? Here short also, okay, your half pant also it has what? Two pairs, right? And then your trouser also has how many pairs? Two pairs, right? Trousers has two pairs, right? So in this sense, always, okay, we have to use, okay, Fuller, Fuller verb are, okay, here also are, okay. So the seasons are short, his swords are quite expensive. Where are your trousers, right? Even though only one in number, but they had two pairs, right? They had two pairs. Due to that, we have to use always like this, okay, are, and here also are, okay, like this plural verb. Get it? Okay, my dear student, let's look at next number 15. Unit of measurements, right? Unit of measurement plus singular verb. Okay, now from the example sentences, okay, let's study. 10 tons of sugar is sold. Here 10 tons, generally it looks like what? Plural, having es at last, but it is what? Singular subject. Unit of measurement plus always what? Singular verb. Yes, be singular verb. So 10 tons of sugar is sold. Got it? And next one, 12 miles is not a short distance for me. Yeah. It looks like what? Plural. 12 miles. Right? But actually it is what? Singular subject, singular noun. Got it? So singular subject exists with what? Singular verb. Here also singular subject exists with what? Singular verb, right? But you have to understand here what? Even though, okay, they look like plural, actually we consider as a singular subject. Then it agrees with singular verb. And also it agrees with what? Singular verb is. Okay, my dear student, now number 16. Okay, look at number 16. Yes, yes refers to what? Singular subject plus along with, accompanied with, as well as, together with, etc. Okay, if they come very first with what? Singular subject. If singular subject comes very first, right? Right? What do we use? Okay, what do we use? Singular subject. Okay, plus what? Singular, right? Singular subject or plural subject plus singular verb. Okay, up to here. But if plural comes at first, use plural verb. But in place of singular subject, if plural subject comes here, then we have to use what? What? Plural verb. Here is we use singular verb because here is what? Singular subject at the first. At the beginning of the sentence, there is singular verb. We use singular verb. But if here is at the beginning, if here is plural verb, okay, if there is plural verb, plural comes at first, use always what? Plural verb. Okay, so you will be more clear from example sentences here. The prime minister along with his ministers has arrived here. Look at the first singular subject, the prime minister, singular subject, along with, okay, out of this all is what? Along with his minister has arrived here. So that here verb agrees with what? This first, okay, the prime minister, singular subject, singular verb. Consider the first one is the subject. The student, the next one, right? The students along with their class teacher visit Vindhyavashini temple, right? Okay, my dear student. Okay, so here, okay, you have to identify here what is here is what? Subject and verb, okay, and their combination, their, okay, agreement, right? The student here, the students here, the plural one first, okay, as we have here, but plural comes, if plural comes at first, here what, plural here now, okay, you can see the plural subject, sorry, yeah, plural subject, the students along with their class teacher, right, now singular, along with their class teacher visit Vindhyavasini temple, right? So, okay, this verb, okay, that the subject, okay, agrees with what? This plural subject agrees with what? Plural verb, okay. So you have to remember, my dear student, if there is singular at first, okay, if there is singular subject at first, use singular verb, right? As we have seen this example sentence, the prime minister singular verb agrees with what? Singular verb here, okay, this singular subject is what? Singular verb. And here you can see but, okay, here what, if plural comes, right, the student is what? Plural subject. If it comes first, then what happened? Along with their class teacher, visit Vindhyavasini temple. This is verb. Okay, so plural verb agrees with what? Sorry, plural subject agrees with what? Plural verb. Got it? So don't be confused, my dear student, with that. Okay, you have to see the very first subject. Okay, if there is singular, okay, if there is singular, okay, in the first sentence, in just before that, okay, let's say at the beginning, if there is singular, we have to write what? Singular verb. If there is plural, okay, at the beginning, we should write what? Plural verb. Okay, don't be confused, my dear student. Okay, now let's look at next number here, number 17. Two subjects joined by and, okay, two subjects joined by and with single idea plus singular verb, right? So two subjects joined by and with single idea, okay, plus singular verb. Generally, okay, we say the two subjects joined by and, okay, agrees with what? Okay, plural verb, we say that. But here what happened? Two subjects joined by and but what happened? This sentence or this okay, sentence or the subject tells the single idea. Here slow and steady wins the race, right? So even though joined by n, here what, it gives single idea, okay, singular sense, so that this, okay, agrees with what? Singular verb wins, right? Next one, bread and butter is necessary for us, right? Bread and butter, even though two subjects joined by n, but it gives what? Single idea, okay, single meaning, so that agrees with what? Singular verb, okay, is. Bread and butter is necessary for us. All right. Okay. Next one. Fish and chips is getting very expensive. Right. Joined by what? And but gives what? Single idea. Single idea. So that it sound what? Singular. Right. So that, okay, fish and chips is getting very expensive nowadays. Right. Okay, my dear student. After knowing this, okay, now let's look at number 18. The plus subject plus and plus subject plus singular verb. Well, example sentences of this, okay, structure. Okay, let's have a look. Very first, my dear student, the principal and founder is coming here. Okay, so now you have to, okay, compare with this given structure to you. Okay, the plus what? Subject. Subject is what? Subject, principal here, right? The plus subject, here the principal. And, okay, here is what? And plus what? Subject, founder, without the now. Okay, here is no the. Founder is coming here, right? It means if you see such a structure, okay, just like the principal and founder without the here, okay, before this subject, if there is no the, it refers or it suggests us there is only one or this is only one person, right? It is singular noun, singular subject, right? Here the principal and founder is the same person, okay, same person, there is no two people, right? So obviously it is what? Singular noun agrees with what? Singular verb. The principal is singular noun, even though written here the and founder, but it is principal and founder is the same person, okay, is coming here, okay, don't be confused with that, okay, with that. Next one here, but you should remember, my dear student, okay, in your examination time. Okay, question might be asked you like this. Okay, so look at here, 19. But then the plus, okay, subject, and okay, plus the plus subject plus plural verb. Okay, it is very simple. Look it from the example sentence given here on the screen, right? Okay, my dear student, the principal, right? The principal and the founder. Okay, here two people. The principal is one person and the founder is another person, right? So obviously when here becomes two people, okay, obviously this is what plural subject agrees with what plural verb are, right? So the principal and the founder are coming here, so here are two people. Okay, so that two people refers to what plural subject, right? So okay, don't be confused here. If there is only one article at first, if there is no article before another subject here, this is what, this is single person. Okay, so singular verb is used, right? And here the article, okay, is used before two subject, right? Before two subject, before and or after and, right? At the time the subject is what, the subject is what, plural, right? So plural subject agrees with what, plural verb. Got it? Okay, my dear student. Now look at next one. Okay, next number 20. Many are. Okay, many are plus singular subject, singular verb. Okay, so this is also a question asked in the exam, so don't be confused. Yeah, okay. Many a girl, okay, many a girl is interested to dance, right? So many a plus what? Many a plus singular subject. Here God is what? Singular subject. Okay, agrees with what? Singular verb, right? Okay, now next one, many a man doesn't identify his importance. Here also what, many with what, many or with what, singular subject man, and then agrees with what, it agrees with what, singular verb doesn't identify his importance. Okay, my dear student, don't be confused with that. Okay, many a girl, yeah, many a girl is, many a man does, right? So here uh, many plus singular subject, singular verb, never forget, right? Okay, my dear student, so these are the very important rule, very confusing rules that I taught you, my dear student. So hopefully you understood the lesson, right? Okay, my dear student, next time, next day, I will just even give you more practice. Okay, I will give you more exercise, right, to practice a lot, right, in my next class, right? So till this time, bye bye, see you soon, namaste.